Welcome back everyone. Julius Caesar Act 5 Scene 4 Workbook Solutions, your Morning Star Workbook Solutions. Do check the pinned comment section for all important video links related to your syllabus. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Also tap the bell icon, like, share and comment as well. Extract 1 is there on the screen. Question 1. Who is young Cato? Young Cato is the brave son of Marcus Cato, number 1. Number 2, he is a faithful friend of Brutus and Cassius. Number 3, in Act 5, Scene 4 of Julius Caesar, he proves both his courage as a soldier, so he is a courageous soldier, and his loyalty to Brutus. Number 4, he is loyal to Brutus as well. So, this is young Cato. What reference was made in the play earlier about his father, that is Marcus Cato? In Act 5, Scene 1, Cassius asks Brutus what he is determined to do if they do lose this battle. Brutus replies that one should act according to the philosophy of bravely suffering pain without complaining, and so he blames Cato for the death, which he did give himself, that is suicide. This is Act 5, Scene 1. In Act 2, Scene 1, you have Portia telling that she is a woman, a well-reputed woman, and she is Cato's daughter. Remember, since Act 2, Scene 1 is not there in your syllabus in class 10, therefore, I have referred to Act 5, Scene 1, which is there in your syllabus now. In what respect the death of young Cato is similar to that of Titinius? Both Cato and Titinius die because of their great love, attachment and loyalty to their leaders. Very important. Young Cato dies while fighting the enemy to prove his loyalty to Brutus. He is supporting Brutus in the battle, and Titinius dies, commits suicide, being unable to bear Cassius's death out of love and attachment to him. So this is important. Why would the enemy soldiers not wish to kill Lucilius? The enemy soldiers did not wish to kill Lucilius because he is a noble prisoner, a textual reference. They must tell Antony that he is taken, that is captured. Lucilius presents himself as Brutus to the enemy soldiers. Perhaps Mark Antony had commanded them to bring Brutus alive to him. These are the reasons. And why would Lucilius want to be killed? Lucilius impersonates Brutus in an effort to give Brutus time to regroup or to flee, to escape from there. In this process, he even wants to be killed. He surrenders only to be killed. He wants the enemy soldiers to be honored for killing Brutus. This shows his loyalty, devotion for Brutus. And how does he escape death? Mark Antony realizes that Lucilius is not Brutus. However, he is not any less worthy a prisoner than Brutus. So, Lucilius escapes death. He will be treated with kindness. Antony would rather have such men as his friends than his enemies. In this way, he escapes death. Lucilius. Now, what is meant by only I yield to die? There is so much that then will kill me straight. I refers to Lucilius. He surrenders on condition that the enemy soldiers will kill him. There is every reason that the soldiers must kill him immediately. Lucilius utters these words when the first soldier commands him to yield or he will be killed, and he agrees to sacrifice his own life for the sake of Brutus's safety, who discovers that Lucilius was pretending to be Brutus. What does that person think of Lucilius? Mark Antony says this, that is, Lucilius is not Brutus, and according to him, Lucilius is a prize no less in worth, that is, he is no less worthy than Brutus. Quotation and its explanation in simple English. So this is extract number 1. Quickly moving on to extract number 2. In what sense is Brutus safe enough? Brutus is safe. Antony's soldiers have held Lucilius captive. Lucilius impersonates Brutus in an effort to allow Brutus to regroup or to flee. Thus, Brutus has managed to escape from the clutches of Mark Antony and is safe somewhere, and he also will not be taken as a prisoner of war, which will be disgraceful for Brutus. In this way, he is safe enough. And how are the second and the third lines of the extract prophetic? That is indicative of what is going to take place. What are the lines? The paraphrase: no enemy will ever capture the noble Brutus alive. These words of Lucilius to Antony are prophetic, as in Act 5, Scene 5 we see Brutus only overcame himself, quotation, and no man else hath honor by his death. Quotation. Only Brutus could conquer himself. Now the explanation: by killing himself, and no one else has the honor of killing him. Thus, these words are prophetic. Important. Who has just been killed when Lucilius is captured? Young Cato has just been killed when Lucilius is captured. And who has captured Lucilius? Antony's soldiers have captured Lucilius. What have they done with him? The soldiers do not kill Lucilius after he has been taken prisoner. Antony must be informed about Brutus's, here, Lucilius's captivity. The gods defend him from so great a shame. What was considered shameful according to the Roman custom? According to Roman custom, when the victorious army returned to Rome to a triumphant welcome, important persons taken as prisoners during the war would be chained to the wheels of the chariot of the victorious Roman general and paraded through the streets of Rome, and it would be disgraceful to such prisoners. Brutus would be similarly led in chains as a prisoner of war through the streets of Rome, and it would be a manner of great disrespect, dishonor for him. What is happening on the battlefield? Who is emerging victorious? In Act 5, Scene 1, this is another battle scene. In the midst of fighting, Brutus enters with young Cato, Lucilius and others. Young Cato is slain. So here just a rectification in Act 5, Scene 4. It will be in Act 5, Scene 4. Okay. In the midst of fighting, Brutus enters with young Cato, Lucilius and others. Young Cato is slain by the enemy. Lucilius is captured by Antony's soldiers. Brutus is safe. Antony recognizes Lucilius. There is chaos of battle. Who is emerging victorious? The events indicate that Antony's forces are emerging victorious, as Brutus's allies are either killed or captured. 5. There seems to be two objectives in Lucilius's impersonating Brutus. What do you think are these objectives? Lucilius's impersonation of Brutus serves two main objectives. Number 1, he wants to protect the real Brutus by diverting the attention of the enemy soldiers away from him. And number 2, he is also loyal to Brutus and buys time for him. Number 2.